This series is going to be how you deal with residential customers. When you go into a customer's home, there's things that you need to consider. Maybe you just didn't think of. This is their home. They may be proud of it, they may not like it. They may like their furnace, they may hate their furnace. They may have had other techs come out that they're either very satisfied with or not satisfied with at all. And so you kind of come in there not really knowing what you're getting into. But let's deal with one of the first things. You're in someone's home and you're a guest there. That doesn't mean they're going to bake you a cake. When you're there, you have to adapt to the customer. Now, there's a lot of stuff about, wearing booties, being clean when you come in. Those sort of things are important. Customers notice those things probably more than they notice anything else. You're kind of limited. You may come in there smelling like fuel oil and they won't like that, but there's not much you can do about that. Once the fuel oil gets in you, on your clothes and your hands and stuff, you're probably not going to be able to get rid of it. But you can, apologize for it or something like that, whatever you think it takes. The usage of booties is getting a lot more common. Whether it makes a lot of difference or not, it shows you're respecting the customer's property. And maybe that's all you need to do. That could be. When you're in the customer's home, remember you're going to have to respect their home. It may seem like it's a no-brainer, but there's a lot of guys violate that. You're going to be going into this house, in and out of it a lot of times, picking up parts, whatever the heck, and you are going to be bringing stuff from outside, that's on your shoes or whatever. And so you're going to make a mess in their house if you're not really careful. Furnaces aren't known for being perfectly clean. Air conditioners are outside, that sort of thing. Sometimes they're in the attic. Bring in tarps, especially if you're installing. Put a tarp down. You can't reuse a tarp. Let's say I'm installing a furnace. Okay, I lay tarps down. I may get all sorts of crap in that tarp, and then I fold it back up and I lay it out again and in somebody else's home, and guess what? I've got crap on that tarp that I just dumped in somebody else's place. One company I worked for, pretty good idea. They actually used cloth tarps, and they washed them every time they went into a house. Doing just some repairs and the like, a lot of times you don't need to do that, but especially if you're working on oil, that stuff is really dirty, soot and oil everywhere. So you got to think, just think about what's going to be the effect in this person's house. They're going to make judgments on you, not necessarily for your work, but what they see of you. So your impression on them, that you're coming in, you're taking care of their place, makes them think you're going to take care of their equipment too and do a good job with it. Okay, that's it on this one. Lots more of these things to go through.